Thanks for listening to BYU-Idaho Radio. These are your evening headlines for Tuesday, the 4th of February, 2025. I'm Kalen Wills. You've heard of the NFL Super Bowl, but did you know about the Idaho Falls Souper Bowl? Idaho Falls School District 91's Idaho Falls and Skyline High Schools are clashing in their annual Super Bowl food drive to see which school can gather the largest number of canned food donations by Saturday, February 15th. All donations go to the Idaho Falls Community Food Basket, and the two high schools together have set a goal to raise a total of 300,000 cans. While anyone can go drop off food at either Idaho Falls or Skyline High School in person, the community is also invited to donate via cash or Venmo at CFB Idaho Falls. Here's student reporter Ella Ziegler with a story about BYU-Idaho's upcoming production of Babette's Feast.
A simple meal becomes the driving force for change in BYU-Idaho's upcoming production of Babette's Feast. Based on the 1958 short story by Karen Blixen under the name Isaac Dinesen, Babette's Feast tells the story of a French refugee who seeks refuge in a fractured Norwegian town. Out of generosity, she holds a feast that helps the entire community overcome its challenges. The story was made famous by the 1987 Academy Award-winning film and will now take stage at BYU-Idaho. Emmeline Van Leuven, who plays Babette, hopes the story will encourage others.
Babette's Feast is such a beautiful story. There are so many good themes throughout, like God's grace and forgiveness, but I think the one that I connect to the most is artistry.
Elizabeth Clark, who plays Philippa in the play, echoes that message and says the show helps her connect with God.
I am so excited for people to come and see this show because it is such a beautiful story and just centers around God's grace and how important it is to recognize it in our lives and to be able to embrace that divine grace. It's really just all about learning to accept God's grace in your life and really turning towards Him and loving Him.
The play is directed by theater department faculty member Justin Bates. It opens Wednesday evening at 7:30 at the Black Box Theater in the Snow Building on campus. There will be 7 additional showings at 7:30 as well from the 6th to the 8th, 12th to the 14th, and the 15th at 2 p.m.
The first time I read it, I didn't quite get it, so it may take a few times to kind of understand it, but once you do, it really changes the way that you perceive God and divine grace and love.
And there's these lines at the end between Babette and Philippa about what it means to be an artist that I think can be very powerful if we let them. So I'm excited for people to come see such a touching story.
You can find tickets at tickets.byui.edu. They cost $8 or $5 with an iCard. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Ella Ziegler.
BYU-Idaho's Snowfest is in full swing with fun and exciting winter outdoor activities. And nothing spells fun more than tomorrow's pond skimming day.
Pond skimming is so much fun. It's where we have skiers go down a hill of snow and then they skid across a pond of water and try to get as far as possible without getting wet. So the whole goal is to stay dry after you're done.
The event will take place at 6 p.m. Wednesday at the BYU-Idaho Upper Fields. Kelly Canyon Ski Resort is building the snow hill for the event.
It's free of charge, so it'll also be part of the Winter Carnival, I think. I think that's happening tomorrow as well, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Participants will wear costumes as they ski or snowboard down the hill.
It is so much fun to watch people do it. It's actually way more fun than I was expecting. I've only seen them do it once, but I would do it. We've had 50 people doing it, I think, this semester, so it'll be so much fun. And I think there's people in costumes going down the hill. And I know we'll have a few members of our hype squad there, hyping up the crowd.
The whole point of pond skimming is to hit the jump, do a stunt, and then try to stick the landing without getting wet. If you're not in the mood for skimming a pond, then come along anyway and enjoy free hot cocoa, crowd activities, as well as prizes. Other activities Wednesday include music, contests, prizes, and free Rice Krispie treats outside the Taylor building. There will also be crafts in the Manwaring Center. For more information, visit byui.edu/snowfest. For BYU Idaho Radio, I'm Kalen Wills. Thanks for ending off your day with BYU Idaho Radio. These have been your evening headlines for Tuesday, the 4th of February, 2025. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Stitcher. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. I'm Kalen Wills, and thanks for listening to BYU Idaho Radio.